Hello and welcome back to the journal. Now, if you're of a particular age, you'll remember the video game light gun accessory, which brought us Duck Hunt on the NES, Time Crisis, and plenty more besides. But in the past decade, touchscreen mobile devices have put paid to that classic sort of gaming. However, there's a new company in town who want to merge the old with the new. So with somewhat of an exclusive, how do you get from this to this? I'm Rob Wilson, you're watching the Video Gadgets Journal, and this is turning a proof of concept into reality of a virtual nature. Say hello to the RevolVR Alpha, and that's Revolve with a VR in the end, and that will become important later on. You might also be thinking, what the hell is it? Because this is very far from looking like a consumer product, and it's not. Yet, anyway. This is a prototype, something the developers have cooked up as a proof of concept and sent out to a lucky few to test out. If you're still unsure what it is, then let me explain. It's basically a handle with a trigger that will most likely simulate the firing of a weapon in shooting games. To give you an idea of what the final design might look like, here's a mock-up on screen now. This is the VR Dominator, and could well be the final product that ships to market later on in the year. Obviously it looks like a gun, and it will feature several buttons rather than the single button alpha version that you see here. At the moment it looks like something that's gone through a 3D printer, with a couple of wires jabbed into it. But that would be doing a disservice, because there's a number of interesting things that are going on here. It's not a wireless product, it doesn't require Bluetooth, and it will work with pretty much any mobile device that has a camera. It simply tracks the blue light for motion and the red light when you pull the trigger to execute an action. There's no syncing involved, no wireless connections, this isn't even plug and play, it's simply play. And it's designed for multiplayer use without interference, and with less parts, it's lightweight and super easy to use for long periods of time. So what is the RevolVR trying to accomplish? Well, let's start looking at what games have turned into on mobile devices. Take this very simple shooting game. Tap on the screen to fire the weapon and shoot the cans up into the air. The obvious inherent problem with this is that your thumbs cover up what's actually happening and disconnect you from the action. It's like adding the sense of touch whilst taking away the sense of sight, and we suffer the same issue here with the swinging of a lightsaber. You could also say that it's substituting the physical action rather than simulating it. So, using a RevolVR control panel, we can switch our input device for the app from touchscreen to the Alpha handset. Stick in a couple of AA batteries and you're ready to rock and roll. When we return to the canned shooting game, all you need to do is hold the RevolVR Alpha in front of your mobile device, and the camera will automatically start tracking it as represented by the gun handle. Now at this point you don't need me to describe just how smooth and accurate this works, and it didn't require any setup or calibration time. The best products are those that are effortless, seamless, and just work out of the box, and this is only the prototype. All these minigames you are seeing are from the open source SDK that's being offered to developers right now to build interest and momentum for a product with very high levels of potential. And this side-on view shows you how you can hold the RevolVR Alpha quite a distance from your camera, so it doesn't feel clunky or restricted, which brings me on to my next point. What you've seen so far isn't really why we're here. I talked about Duck Hunt and Time Crisis at the start of this video, and that's all been done before. What we're really interested in is whether virtual reality can take off. Everybody has a smartphone, Google Cardboard offers VR for as little as $10, so what happens when we combine all of this together? Yes, from the outside I might look a little silly, but this is what I'm completely immersed in. I can't think of a better genre than survival horror to demonstrate the kit. Imagine playing Resident Evil or any other shooting game like this, and it's even accurate enough to pick up those oh so satisfying headshots. It's both a unique and familiar experience, and just like the previous demos, it works perfectly, and this is what RevolVR is made for: virtual reality. When it comes to this technology, I've always felt that there's been far too many barriers in the past. But this has helped convince me that 2016 might just be the year VR does indeed go mainstream. So there you have it, folks, the RevolVR Alpha. I would love to know what you think about this product. Is it just another gimmick, or does it have a potential to be the next Nintendo Wii in terms of virtual reality and using a device to play games? I'd really like to know what you think. For the time being, we don't quite know when it's going to be released or the price. We're probably looking at the third or fourth quarter in 2016 with a price in between $10 to $50, so certainly affordable. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Video Gadgets channel for more content. It just leaves me to say, enjoy the rest of your tech day. Bye for now.